US say America will send 500 million Pfizer coronavirus vaccines to around 100 countries over the next 2 years. But congressional leaders are pushing for even more to be done. Well, Congressman Krishnamoorthi is on the US Coronavirus Crisis Select Committee, which has introduced some new legislation which he is drumming up support for. Congressman, thank you for joining us on the programme.
Thank you, Mark.
What is your new bill setting out to achieve?
This new bill called the NOVID Act, it's a play on words, no more COVID, aims to basically vaccinate 60% of the population of the world's 92 poorest countries. And this is absolutely needed right now, not only because it's the right thing to do, but it's also the smart thing to do to prevent those variants which are developing abroad from coming back and defeating the progress that we've made in our respective countries with regard to obviously our health, but also our economic progress.
So to get to where you want to, 60% of 92 poorest countries, is 500 million doses enough?
It's an excellent, meaningful step in the right direction. It's a great down payment. But obviously, to get to where we need to go, we need to have a lot more doses. We need to be talking about billions of doses being produced and then getting into people's arms.
So how differently can these doses be produced in order to reach your target?
Well, basically, our NOVID Act spins up the manufacturing capacity not only of our domestic companies, but also our foreign partners, and basically tries to get to a point where we can ensure end-to-end delivery of these vaccines. Because if they don't end up in people's arms, they're not useful. And so, in my own birth country of India, we learned very quickly how variants and other strains of the coronavirus can take a country which was experiencing cases of no more than 10,000 per day up to 300,000 per day in a matter of weeks. And we can't possibly allow that to happen either there or anywhere.
So manufacturing will be easier in other countries, will it?
Well, I think that you, for instance, take India, which is the world's largest producer of vaccines. It's an essential component of what's called the Quadrilateral Initiative, the U.S., India, the Australians, and the Japanese, in helping to vaccinate Asia, for instance, because the Indians are licensed and are able to produce the AstraZeneca vaccine within their country and then export it abroad. Of course, nobody predicted that they themselves would fall victim to such a huge surge of the coronavirus.
And in China and Russia seem to be making a lot of headway here. Is America going to look like it's constantly catching up?
No, I don't think so. I think that at this point, if you offer the average person the Sinovac, which is the vaccine from China, or one of these modern vaccines, either the Pfizer vaccine or the Moderna or the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, they're going to choose the latter. They're going to choose those ones that work. And so I'm not worried about what the Chinese are doing. But what we need to do is we need to get on top of this right now, because the COVID virus anywhere is a threat to everyone everywhere.
Krishnamoorthi, thank you so much for joining us.